The first one's going to be the alternating shoulder tap. So when performing the alternating shoulder tap, you actually want to make sure that you're pushing against the ground as much as you can. Do not allow yourself to really sink, really separate those shoulder blades. You want to be as rigid as possible, so tuck the ribs down, tap the opposite shoulder, then do 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to go all the way to 10. Back to your regular push-up position now. So once you're in your push-up position, same thing. Push the shoulder blades away, separate them. You're going to then pike by raising your butt up, keeping the elbows close to your sides. You're going to dive towards the ground, then come up. Reset, butt up, dive, elbows close. Show you from the front angle as well. So from here, butt up, dive, right through. Common issue is you have two things: butt too high and breaking at the low back. You want the same exact thing. You want shoulder over elbow, pushing against the ground, squeeze the butt, tuck the ribs. You're going to end up holding for 30 seconds. Once you're done, take your break. Like I said, 2 to 3 sets through just to start off. The wall handstand kick up. So I'm just going to briefly go over in terms of setup what I'm looking for and what to avoid to help you really hone in on this skill. So before I get to the wall, I want to show you from a side angle how to really set up when you get towards the wall. So you actually want your fingers to point straight ahead. You end up placing your hand about almost a hand's distance away from the wall. So when I'm sitting up on the wall, there's always a front foot and a back foot. For me, it's my left foot forward, right foot back. As I set up, fingers forward, my fingertips are grabbing the ground. Okay? Grabbing the ground, hands just outside shoulders. I'm actually going to raise my butt up, tuck my chin, I should see my feet. I'm pushing against the ground as if I'm trying to separate the floor from me. I'm trying to really send that floor down the whole time. And when it comes to my back foot, once I set myself up, pressing against the ground, I'm only tipping the edge or the tip of my toe in the ground. What I don't want to see, which I'll show you on the wall now, is this slamming effect that always occurs, and with our eyes always facing the ground. So one big thing, you kind of rock it. Throw yourself on the wall and you're looking at the floor. When I look at the floor, it's just like when I look up at the ceiling. I overextend. My hips come forward, my back arches. What I want you to do, and it's like I mentioned, watch your feet. You should see across the room the whole time. Because if I'm just looking straight, I can keep myself in one vertical line. If I look up, I break that vertical line. So, hands on, grab the ground, on the toe, I shifted my weight, front foot's going to drive, nice and controlled, coming up, I'm not slamming on the wall, I can see across from me, then we'll come back down, front leg, back leg, same thing, grab the ground, tuck the chin, drive. So our scaling option for the wall handstand kick-up is going to actually be the wall walk. Wall walk will be 3 to 5 reps for part A. So on the wall walk, you do start on the ground, feet against the wall. You always want to start with a push-up, keeping the entire foot on the wall. You're going to be walking, keep the arms straight, nice and controlled, look at the wall. As you come down, drive your feet on the wall, actually walk out so you can be in control coming back down. Do not allow yourself to just kind of slide down. The coming back down is just as important as the coming back up. Okay? Let's say, for example, you're like, I can't do that. I don't trust myself to get on the wall. You could use a box, a chair, a bench, whichever that's going to allow you to put your feet on. And you're just not going to be able to put as much weight over So let's say I'm using a box to practice the wall walk. I place my feet on. Now I'm already in a slight incline with my feet. Same thing. Walk yourself up as much as you can to vertical. Come back down. Back to a fully extended plank position. And then you'll do the same thing, 3 to 5 reps. So obviously you're noticing there, I'm not gonna ask for you to do a push-up to start. You just start in that extended plank, come up, try to get yourself as inverted as possible to try to get your hips over your shoulders, walk yourself back out, 3 to 5 reps. Just lying on the ground, face down. You don't allow your hands to ever touch the ground. Palms down, arms extended, coming down and up is 1. You're gonna end up going for 10, nice and controlled. Tuck the ribs as much as you can. Arms extended. You'll be going for 10. So part B is our 15-minute alternating EMOM. Alternating EMOM indicates that you got a certain amount of movements. Every minute on the minute, that's where EMOM is you're switching movements. So our 15-minute alternating EMOM is gonna involve 3 separate movements. So that means we're going to go through that entire list 5 times through. The first set of movements is going to involve a handstand push-up. So I'm going to show you from here the scaled and then working its way up to RX, or also known as prescribed. So the first one's going to end up being the floor pike push-up. Hands just outside shoulders, fingers pointed forward. I'm going to go butt up. I'm tucking my chin, looking at my feet. I'm going to dive in front, press through. Dive in front, press through. If this is somewhat challenging for you, go as low as you can. Keep the elbows closed, pressing through. If you're only halfway, that's okay. I want you to just start getting yourself used to getting body weight over you. Okay, so if you need like a pillow or something, or an ab mat to help protect your head, do it. The goal is to keep the elbows closed. You do not want to flare the elbows on any of these movements. You would not press a barbell overhead this way. You want to stack the wrist and elbow, pressing straight up in all these movements. So keep the elbows close to your sides. The next one would then be getting some weight over you. So you want to invert yourself just to get used to adding a little more weight. So just like what we did for that scaling option on the wall walk, you would use a box, bench, chair, anything that's going to get your feet elevated. You're going to end up walking yourself up a bit. If you need to, the best scale will then be dropping the knees to the box first. Same exact motion, diving forward, head through. That's too easy. All you do is place the feet on. Same exact motion, elbows closed. Dive forward, head through. This is your box pike. That's your second scaling option. So you got the floor pike, the box pike. Now, for the third one, it's going to be negatives. This means you can kick yourself up onto the wall, and now you're focusing on a controlled descent coming down. And you're not able to push out just yet. So this is another good opportunity to practice your kick-ups. So if this is my wall here, just like I said earlier, place the hands down, hands just outside shoulders, plant the foot, tuck the chin, turning over. Your goal is to try to be pinching your elbows close to your sides. I'm driving the back of my head towards the wall to create that triangle effect. Okay? So it's a weird thing to think of. So let's just say that this rig here is my wall. I'm inverted, I'm nice and tall. As I come down, I'm pushing my head back towards it. This is what's going to allow me to get in that triangle. If I go straight down, you're just going to notice like you're not going to be able to see my left hand. I should be able to see both hands in the video right next to each other, my head's behind it. So try to focus on that, the back of your head going back towards the wall. So once again, I'm here, tippy toe, driving, pinch the elbows, head back towards the wall, controlled descent. I come back out, I re-kick up.
And in terms of your descent, you're looking for at least 2 to 3 seconds. 2 to 3 seconds. And then for RX, meaning prescribed, you're going for 5 to 7 strict handstand push-ups. If you need to scale that, because you can do handstand push-ups, go 3 to 5, okay? At least this way you're getting work on pressing inverted. So, strict handstand push-up now. Same exact concept. You're kicking yourself up, but now you're actually going to be pressing out the bottom. So I'm here, tucking my chin, looking straight, pinch my heels, head back towards the wall, elbows close, tap and back up. Tap and back up. Once you're done, kick down forward. You're going to lean. You want to be as vertical as possible. Keep the shoulders, elbows, and wrists in one line. Heels down, toes up. You're just going to be pressing down the whole time. I don't want you guys having shoulders into ears like this and sitting on the box. Actively pushing down on the floor, on the box. Just nice and rigid, tucking the ribs and hold it. You're going to end up doing that for 30 seconds. That's the second minute. Third minute now, you're going to end up doing weighted step-ups. So on the weighted step-up, like I said, kettlebell, dumbbell, a backpack, either in front of you or wearing a water jug, which is a great thing that Coach Jose showed yesterday during the single arm rows and the weighted squat. Anything that's going to allow you to add more to your body weight during the step up. If I had my backpack on, I'd be wearing it. I have my foot on the box. I come up. That's 1. I switch sides. That's 2. And that's 3. Now for part C is your WOD. Your WOD is going to end up being for time. Your workout is going to consist of 2 5-round segments. So 2 couplets. Couplets indicating 2 movements paired together. So the first one's going to be 5 rounds of, you got 12 V-ups or 15 lemon squeezers as your scale. I'll even show you a 3rd scale option with the straight-legged sit-up. And then you're going to follow that up with 24 alternating reverse lunges. When you do a V-up, you're focusing on a point. The goal is to fold in half right in the middle. You don't allow your feet to touch the ground. Coming up, reaching for the toes. Is you break at the knee, tucking at the top. This is your lemon squeezer. If that's too hard, then just a simple straight-legged sit-up will do. So V-up is 12, the lemon squeezer, straight-legged sit-up is 15. Then we have our 24 alternating reverse lunges. My right leg comes back, tap the knee, that's 1. Tap the knee, 2, 3, I go for 24. I complete 5 rounds of that and then move on to the second segment, which is hands on the ground. Come up, really squeeze the glutes, back down. You got 24 of these. You're focusing on really squeezing the glutes, opening the hips as high as you can, so this is not going to cut it. All the way up, all the way down. Always come up as high as you can, keeping your feet flat the entire time. Then you'll follow it up with the burpee. The burpee, if you need to scale it, I'll show you a scaling option for that. But burpee is just simply hands down, kick back, chest touches the ground. You want to jump with your feet outside your hands, jump and clap overhead or behind your head. So once again, hands down, kick back, feet outside, jump and clap. If you're sore from moving, coming down, coming up, you're just like, oh, it's going to be quite a challenge. Change it up to a no push-up burpee. So that would involve hands down, kick back, kick up, jump up. So you've eliminated the chest touching the ground portion. And that's another 5 rounds. Once 5 rounds of each movement are complete, that is your time. Good luck, peeps. Workout number 4, stay with it. Proud of you. Thank you for everything.